What up, you guys? We're at it again. On the BT, doing a little hiking on the PCT. Right here at around the Snoqualmie Pass area, and just do a little overnighter. Head in and find us a campsite and take some cool pics. A lot of big forests, a lot of big trees. Big mountains, rocky conditions. It sure is beautiful. It's a little warm today, but that's life when it's the summertime. So we're gonna head on up here, see if we can ease in this afternoon. Probably, I think we're planning to do about 6.5 miles. I think it's about 3,000 feet of vert, but shouldn't be too bad. Starting to get up here a little bit. Cascades. A little bit rocky. A little bit toasty today. Views sure are cool. About 3 miles in. Trying to leave the tree line, it appears, but you see we got some old fireweed here and stuff that looks like it's already starting to turn fall. It's the end of August. September is this week. It's pretty cool to see it here. The fireweed, basically the old homage, is when the blooms are all the way at the top and it's dying out. It's the end of summer. Won't be long. Cool weather. Having a good time. So far there's been good water for hound dog. Enjoying the hike. Fireweed is so pretty. So fun. Got a bunch of hikers on the trail today. Lots of through hikers. Definitely want to give them plenty of respect, as those guys have been hiking for a long ways. Which now I guess this is the first time I've actually hiked the PCT. So that's pretty cool. Getting into some good views. Looks like we're actually going to start leaving the tree line now. So maybe it won't be too hot and we'll have a breeze. We did just stop and let hound dog drink a bunch of water. So we're good to go. But dang it if it ain't beautiful. Now we're getting above tree line, I think. But just look at me. So awesome. Definitely, we've been about close to 5 miles, I believe. Hard to say. I stopped and started my watch at one point and didn't restart it. But I think we're probably, I think it was like 7 miles to the Kendall Catwalk, 7.5, something like that. And then I think the campsite's about half a mile past that. So ought to be pretty sick. Getting up here, at least the sun's kind of getting a little lesser of an angle. Not quite as warm, but still pretty warm out here. We up here on the ridge pretty good. It's I-90 down there. Van's parked not too far from it. So you can see how far we've came up. I think it's about, let's see there, 1,817 feet of ascent. We're right at 4,960 feet right here. Sure is cool. Working our way up, folks. About 5.5 in, we're almost to the Kendall Catwalk. It's been dusty, it's been hot, but we ain't here to complain, we're here to do it. If you're worried about bugs and heat and dust and where are you gonna camp, you gotta just go. If you don't go, you don't know. You gotta get out there and experience it, you guys. It's the best thing about hiking and backpacking. Can't nobody do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. You gotta get out there, you gotta put the steps in. It's one foot in front of the other. Sometimes it sucks, sometimes it's incredible. I mean, right now I think we're leaning towards incredible. It's definitely up here on this ridge line. It's just so amazing. We just stopped and took us a little break a little while back. Got BT a little food and water. He's pumped up. Still pulling. Ain't backed off yet. We still got some snow over here. Some old eternal snowpack. But it ought to get pretty cool once that here sun goes down. Hopefully not too cold, but good sleeping weather. It'll be nice. We got the hammock with us. You know, it's always concerning when you're in an alpine terrain and conditions if there will be trees. We might have to cowboy camp, but that's what we do. That's what we do. We're gonna get up here and there's some lakes. I think it's called Granite Lakes. There's supposed to be a lot of campsites around there. As you can tell, you know, kind of limited right here on campsite. You know, you got the PCT and association and everything. They definitely recommend everybody to camp in campsites and, you know, do not expand them and make new ones. Which, with a hammock, it's, you know, you got a little bit better range there on campsite expansion, but we love it. But like I was saying, we got, you know, with the hammock, it does limit, or it does decrease your footprint a little bit on that ground pressure and the presence that you leave. But again, you gotta have something to tie it to. Which we're hiking along with a lot of through hikers. You definitely want to give them respect as they have been hiking for 2,000 miles. I'm just out here piddling off, a little old section me. But, you know, hike your own hike and enjoy it. If you ain't out here enjoying it, you ain't gonna enjoy it. You got to be optimistic and you got to love it. Give you a next update when we get up here to the catwalk. We are on the Kendall Catwalk. It's only straight down right here. Pretty freaking cool. It literally just cut a groove, a trail in the side of a cliff. So awesome. This is the kind of stuff that just you can't replicate, you can't imitate, you know, it's just, yeah, I mean, riding around and seeing the sights is cool in your car, but you gotta get out there. I mean, if you got some kind of rebar stop here where they literally, I mean, you got this shelf rock. A couple of through hikers back there this past. They started on April 6th. So they're almost through. It's not too much farther past here. This is I guess technically the northern section of the PCT of Washington. I think once you cross I-90, you're on the northern part. So they're definitely in the short rows. It would be an unreal feeling to know you've hiked several thousand miles. Definitely a dream. One day. So freaking cool. So we got like maybe a mile to camp now. We should be there probably about, let's see, what time is it? We're at 7 now. And we should be there in about 20 minutes. I think it's pretty relatively flat now. We're up here on this ridge, so we got a bit of cruise on in pretty quick. Is it ready, hound dog? Is it ready? We're ready to get going? Yeah? Good morning, you guys. Had an awesome night camping out by this little pond lake, alpine lake, I guess. We slept on the hill up over here. Hammock did great. Was able to find us some good trees, but it was, pretty much dark by the time we got to camp and all. So it's about 7:30. We went and watched the sunrise up over here over the hill this morning. Pretty sweet. So we're gonna get started, headed back. We got about 8 miles roughly, not real sure, but we'll work our way back and have a good morning. Check back in, get back to the Kendall Catwalk. Come here. I better get ready. I better get ready. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Hey, right here, right here. Stick. Wait, hey, wait. Okay, it's ready. Okay. And we're off. Start working our way back. Goodbye, sweet Alpine Lake. See you next time. We're getting back around here, kind of where Kendall Catwalk. Let's sit right over there. It's dang morning light. How awesome is it? So cool how it lights up all the trees and makes everything glisten. Just love hiking in the morning. Well, in the afternoon too. Guess I can just say I love hiking. But super cool. BT has already had one marmot encounter this morning, so he is on patrol. This one was a brave one. It sat there and they had a little standoff for a minute. But per usual, retreats to a hole in a rock that he would love to be able to fit in. It's a little bit warm. It's sunshine, you can feel it already. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer today, I think. A little warm front coming through, which is supposed to cool back off again this weekend. So that'll be nice for Labor Day. But we'll cut it back on here in a minute. We get back around here to the catwalk. Get him, catwalk. Man, that sure is some knifey looking stuff over there. Razor's edge. It's Wild how sharp it is out here. How rock can just spire straight up. But you see you got some old snows over there. Just insane. Well, back to the catwalk. Pretty cool. Just a straight up knife edge, cutting the side of the rock. Better watch out, though. Straight down. You're on the knife edge of this ridge. So sick how it just connects. You just drop around and head back around that way. Look at those peaks. So gnarly. Rocky. If this wasn't in the way, you'd be able to see Mount Rainier. It's pretty much right in front of me right now. But we'll get around here a little bit, be able to see it. But even like this one, look how red it is. This is so wild. Rocks are just wild. But we'll proceed. Keep going and work our way back to the van. Have us a nice hike back and a nice afternoon. Let's go home, dog. Well, there's the highway. Civilization. It's I-90. You can see part of the ski slope and stuff down there. You can see a chairlift. Working our way back down. We swapped over to the west side of the ridge now, so we'll work down on this side pretty much the whole way back. I think we'll drop with about another 2,000 feet. But yeah, it's pretty much downhill from here, so that's always good. Nice gradual down climb. We'll be back to the trees here shortly. Just kind of this ridge here. See some avalanche damage down there. Just plowing. And it's pretty much straight down right here. But like I say, we'll get back to the trees and it'll be in the trees the rest of the way down. When we get around this corner right here, we'll probably be able to see Rainier. Yeah. But you can see down there on the ski slope a lot of those paths and stuff. That's where I believe they do some mountain biking, and they, you know, have the chairlift converted where it'll tote your bike up. That would be sick. Definitely want to come back and do that. There's the mountain. Hopefully the camera picking it up. It's glowing pretty much. We got us a nice haze. Man, that's pretty. Well, we've made it back to the trees. It is really cool when you get back to them, especially when the sun's, you know, warming up that sap in the morning. You just smell, it just smells like, you know, the ultimate holiday evergreen candle, you know, natural. But at least we're out of the rock scree and we can just kind of cruise along now. It's a relatively flat downhill from here. There's no, I don't even think, I think it said it came up like 200 feet going up. So, yep. The light coming through the trees is so cool. Well, you guys, we're almost back to the van. Can't say that I'm not looking forward to it. That roughly 8 miles downhill's been adding up here. All these little rocks and divots and roots. But that's what makes it fun. You know, it was a great hike, great morning. We had a pretty good night's sleep. And like I say, we're gonna make us something to eat now and chill out for the rest of the day. But just appreciate everybody joining in and tuning along. Will here, Willderjess Adventures. Adios. All right, there's the van. Whew. You ready for something to eat, BT? No, I am.